Manchester City and the New York Yankees have joined forces to create a $100 million Major League Soccer team. So who will be the real winners in the creation of the New York City Football Club? To start, look no further than the Yankees themselves.
Soccer is an extremely popular game around the world, and the opportunity to provide a soccer team in New York will give them just one more team to market, as well as create the opportunity for joint marketing back and forth with the Yankees, and perhaps attract fans with lower price entertainment. The cost of baseball tickets, while once was far below football and basketball, has increased significantly, and the opportunity to attract fans with soccer might allow them to get sport fans into their events at a lower price point than they would charge for baseball games.
When it comes to TV networks, Yankees' Yes Network won't be the only one cashing in.
It's going to help ratings because it's going to bring in some big names to the biggest market. It's going to bring in younger viewers. You know, soccer fans tend to be more ethnically diverse, who tend to be younger. And so I think overall, I think right now NBC Sports Network and NBC, which has carried the MLS games for a number of years, I think are going to benefit. I think sometime soon in 2015, when the 20th franchise comes, I think you'll see a spike in ratings.
The team will likely begin its first season playing at Yankee Stadium, while there are proposed plans for a stadium to go up near Citi Field in Queens. What sort of financial impact could this new stadium have on New York City? Some experts say potentially very little.
There are many reasons why it would be great to bring a soccer team to New York City in terms of fan excitement and enjoyment. However, many of the studies out there that say new sports stadiums generate revenue for the community are not wholly accurate. In fact, those studies tend to be created primarily by sports teams that want public subsidies and not by the communities or objective third parties. Unfortunately, the reality in many cases when you build a new stadium is it just shifts spending from one area to another. And in most cases, fans go home, whether it be by car or by train, after the game itself.
Despite both the Yankees and Manchester City's penchant for paying top dollar for the best talent, it remains to be seen whether the New York City Football Club will nab the best players.
They are working within a salary cap. I think that salary cap is set at $2.95 million. But what Major League Soccer does is, in order to attract some of the world's best players, they operate within a designated player system. So each team gets 3 designated player spots where those 3 players, their salary does not count against the cap. So they can essentially spend anything they want on 3 players. Whether they're able to get the players that they want, or the most high-profile names that you can think of, remains to be seen. Traditionally, what happens is it's a lot of some of the world's best players, but it's at the tail end of their careers. So once 2015 rolls around, we'll have to wait and see who they get. But one of the things that they're also interested in doing, or exploring I should say, is because of the Manchester City tie-in, maybe loaning some of their younger players out so that you can get some of the best players in the world, but before they become the best players in the world, they'll be able to loan them to New York City FC. So they have a couple options.
We'll see when the New York City Football Club starts competing in 2015. For The Street, I'm Brittany Umar in New York.